Oh yeah.
Just business.
Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Hi guys, it's Letty and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome to my channel, and if you are coming on here for the first time, this is your first time being in this space, give yourself a round of applause please. And if this is your second time, in fact you're a normal customer on here, oh, I'm projecting so much love towards you. Give yourself a round of applause. You guys are the absolute best. You guys are the absolute best. I am so grateful for the support. We shall be discussing something very important and something very interesting and something very hot and spicy. We are talking about red flags in a relationship. Red flags are indicators that should be a deal breaker. Okay, I'm not saying that if you're experiencing this and you're still in that relationship, something's wrong with you. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that these are indicators or signs that there's something wrong with the relationship. Okay, so we're going to be dealing with 5 red flags. I picked these 5 because these are things that are not usually talked about a lot. Yes, that's what we're doing on Adults in 101, talking about things that people don't usually discuss like openly, things that people don't pay attention to. So now you guys know the basic red flags in a relationship now. If your partner is too controlling, if your partner is physically abusive or emotionally abusive, yes, those are obvious red flags. But there are some that are not so talked about that we are going to be dealing with in this particular video, and I'm so excited to share this knowledge with you guys, because you know that whenever I come here and I do a sit down video, it means that I have gone to do my research, I've gone to do a lot of reading because of you guys, to feed you the sizzling hot gist of all the things I got to discover. And when I started researching about red flags, I came across a few things that actually blew my mind, and I go like, oh, people don't actually talk. Why is nobody talking about this? Why is nobody paying attention to these things? So now I'm going to share this gist with you, because you people know that I like gist and I like to talk. The entire point of this. So saying then, one by one, are we ready? Let's go. I'm not a psychologist. I am here discussing things based on research and things that I've gathered. These are things that raise questions. Right? I'm not a solution provider. I do not have solutions to people's mental problems. I am just saying what is. First on my very long list, not so long list, of red flags you shouldn't ignore in a relationship is narcissism. Now, in case you didn't know, narcissism is a mental disorder, right? And that mental disorder involves when somebody is practically obsessed with themselves. Obsessed, they have this certain self-importance. They're just so self-aware that they are so important. They think that the world revolves around them. And no jokes, that's why Mr. Easy sang this song. It inside the world they revolve around their bum. When I was reading up on narcissism, it made me realize that Mr. Easy had some wisdom when he was making that song. You know when somebody just feels so the booga in it. For narcissistic people, yeah, because of the fact that they believe that the world revolves around their bum, the world revolves around them. The moment you begin to threaten that belief, hey, war.
I want peace. I want problems always.
It makes your partner unsafe, in the sense that that person has to be walking on eggshells. In fact, you said, but the reason say you dey crazy. Like, I see that there's something wrong here, and I'm trying to identify the problem, or I'm trying to project my feelings or talk to my partner about my feelings, and he's making me feel like I'm crazy. Now, narcissists are practically manipulative people. They will manipulate you into believing that something is wrong with you, and it causes a lot of emotional exhaustion on the other person. You're almost traumatized. It's hard to be emotionally attached to these kind of people. Now, if you're in a relationship with someone that comes across as self-obsessed, self-absorbed, then there's probably something wrong. You should communicate or talk to that person. or something. It's not normal. I'm just here to tell you that being in a relationship with a narcissist is not normal at all. I have another interesting red flag. Now this red flag is interesting because it's not usually one person that does it. It can happen between, as in the two partners. The two people in the relationship are exhibiting that particular character trait, and it's what? Codependency. Codependency, also known as relationship addiction. Nobody's talking about this. This is a very serious red flag because I have a problem with it. Now, codependency is when two people in a relationship rely completely on each other, emotionally, mentally, and even physically. You're constantly relying on the other person for everything, and it's crazy because they don't have lives outside that relationship. You know, you alienate yourself from people, from your friends, from your family, because you have now leaned on that particular person. And it can be emotionally exhausting in the sense that you don't even have your own space, you don't have your own friends. If two of you are quarreling, who do you actually talk to? Like, who do you vent to? Because you guys have become so close that there's nothing else. You guys are in your own bubble. You're not noticing every other thing going on around you. It is a very huge red flag. It's not normal. You people, I'm talking now. You people are not listening. There's nothing normal about it. So if this is going on, please seek help. I beg. It's not normal. You should try to. This thing stops you from growing as a person. If you're in a relationship and you don't have a relationship, you don't have relationships, friendships, you're not in touch with your family members, you don't have a relationship with your family members outside that relationship, then something is wrong somewhere. I have to start checking the foundation of this entire thing because Otilo is gone. It's gone. It's going. Adulting 101. Let's talk about gaslighting. Gaslighting is the most common form of manipulation in a relationship. Now, gaslighting has to do with constant emotional abuse. Your partner is making you feel like you start to doubt your own judgment. You start to doubt your own sanity. You can't sit down the reason say, really, am I crazy? Maybe you're in a relationship and you have a particular problem with something. You're trying to explain that to your partner, and your partner doesn't see anything wrong with it, and it starts to make you feel like you are crazy for wanting this particular thing. I don't know if I make sense, because I've experienced gaslighting before, and it's not a funny thing. You start doubting yourself. You start having some crazy conversations in your head. You start thinking that, oh, am I crazy? Really, is something wrong with me? Am I really the problem in this relationship? Now, victims of gaslighting always feel guilty, regardless of whether they are right or wrong. And when you start to experience that with your partner, it's not normal. There's nothing normal about that. I want you to recognize that it is a problem when your partner is constantly gaslighting you, constantly feeding you unnecessary words that trigger your emotions and make you think that you're going crazy. There's nothing normal about it. Acknowledge that this is a problem and start focusing on it. Another thing that needs to be discussed in terms of red flags is constantly feeling some sense of low self-esteem. Now, the people that are closest to you are meant to build you up and not tear you down as a person. First of all, if someone loves you, if someone truly loves you, they will be committed to supporting you and helping you grow as a person, right? And then if you're in a relationship and your partner is constantly tearing you down, tearing your person down, making you feel small as a person, making you feel like you're not enough, it's not creating the right environment for you to grow emotionally, mentally as a person, and every other areas as a person, then something needs to change in that relationship because it's not normal. I'm giving people instances now that are not normal, so swallow it. Yes, there's nothing normal about your partner constantly trying to tear you down. That's how he is. He has bad mouth. Yes, he has bad mouth, but why is his bad mouth making you feel that type of way? Are you meant to feel like that in a relationship? She has bad mouth. That's how she used to talk to everybody around. It's not like she actually means those words. But in the real sense of it, of the entire situation, how do you feel when your partner talks to you like that, or makes you feel small as a person? I feel like at that point, when you start to feel that way, the best thing to do is talk about it. If your partner is constantly stirring negativity towards your relationship with your family and your friends, then something is wrong. Okay? Healthy relationships should never come at the expense of other healthy relationships. There are people that are family oriented. They can't do without calling their mom or their dad or checking up on their siblings and knowing how things are going. You get what I mean? And your partner is there saying, oh, why are you always talking to your dad? It's an example, you understand? Starts to put these funny thoughts, start to create invisible problems, digging holes, trenches between you and your family members and your friends. Then something is wrong. If you are in a relationship and your partner is stirring negative feelings and stirring, causing, creating, building invisible problems that are not there, causing rifts between you and your family members and your friends, you need to address that problem. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my videos. I hope you guys love them. Please drop a few comments for me. Tell me what you think. Tell me red flags that you think I've missed, because I know I just talked about 5. There's a lot of them. Tell me the ones that you think I missed, and I would love to see your comments. I really love seeing your comments. They keep me motivated all the time. Thank you so much for your support. I am not a psychologist, Biko. Please, I am not a psychologist. I am just talking about things that need to be talked about. Sharing my opinions, all of that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have more topics you want me to talk about, please drop it in the comments. As usual, I am expecting all your responses. Thank you so much. This is Adulting 101 with Letty signing out. Peace, love, and avocado. One love, my people. One love.